Hey there guys, welcome back to Harman Art TV. So in this video I'd like to talk about my lifestyle as an abstract artist living and working in the UK. If you're new to this channel is about sharing my passion and my journey as an artist. Yeah, so you're welcome to join me on this crazy adventure. Just a little bit about me. So I'm a British artist based in the UK. I create abstract sculpture and 2D artworks, and it's all inspired by Stonehenge and stone circles in the UK, and it's all driven by curiosity. Sometimes you probably see me like talking in the studio, but I don't think I've ever like shown people kind of all the different things in here. But I mean, as you can see, you know, it's quite a small studio, just a home studio, you know, nothing fancy, nothing like on a large kind of, what do you call it, like Damien Hirst, kind of Jeff Koons scale. it's just very small, very low key, but it's good for what I need. Everything's here, and yeah, it's just good for where I am at the moment. You know, although in the future that would be pretty cool. Imagine that. But yeah, I mean, I'll just show you. I mean, so I got like shelving units here, where I have like some of my artworks in the making here. Unfortunately, these like ceramic pieces, you know, broke. I was a bit cheesed off about that, but I guess that's all part of the process. So that's kind of where I put some of my work. And then we got like some of the glazes and the glazes and slips down there that are all kind of pre-made, well, that are mixed from dry materials. And then in here we've got things like the tools, so like a ton. You can never have too many tools, never have too many tools. So I got like a ton of tools in here, more tools, sketchbooks, more tools, more tools, and yeah, just some old, some kind of poster that I used previously for shows. Thought it'd be pretty cool just to put that there. Yeah, because it's nice to be reminded of. I think it's nice to be reminded of like the work that I've done previously, so I don't just forget about it. I can look at the poster and go, oh, that's what I made, you know, 3 or 4 years ago. And it still kind of gets me thinking. Round here we've got like a potter's wheel. That's where I kind of throw my stuff on the wheel. So it's just a simple electric Shimpo wheel. So I do my throwing on there. And then this is kind of like my mood board. So I have lots of imagery, like inspiration and things to get me thinking about new works. I mean, I'm really interested in things like belief systems, like religion, and imagery that can symbolize those kind of belief systems, like, you know, door, like crossing through space, ladder. And sometimes it also relates to kind of my own kind of personal experiences. So yeah, I put like kind of imagery up here to get me kind of thinking about things. And then we got the kiln, and this is just my top loader kiln. Electrics. It's only a small electric top loader, which is just right for this kind of space. I guess if it was anything bigger, it'd probably take up a lot more electricity, and it'd probably get a lot more hotter. Yeah, but this one is like, it's one of those kilns that's built for the home, so you just plug in and play. As long as you just, you know, give like enough space for the kiln to kind of breathe and make sure windows are open when it's on and that kind of thing. So it's only a small thing, and so I fire my sculptures in there. So that's pretty fun, playing with fire. Well, maybe not literally, but you know, electronically, digital fire. I don't know. Yeah, so lifestyle as an abstract artist. Lifestyle as an artist. What do I do daily? What do I do on a daily basis? Yeah, so it all depends on what is the priority. So, you know, it could be anything from Usually every day I do a bit of like admin, so things like emails, packing, shipping, if I'm lucky to sell an artwork, and then things like website, managing website, selling managing my website, and then putting artworks, uploading new artworks to my website, uploading new artworks to selling platforms. So I try and do a bit of like admin stuff, at least every day. And sometimes it can be more, because it really depends on the situation, because sometimes I might have a ton of computer stuff, like applications that I need to do, and that can I can spend a long time just doing those kind of things. But I try to keep on top of that kind of every day if I can, because I realise it's one thing making art, but it's another thing kind of putting it out there and trying to promote it so people can see it. So what else do I do? Got things like art making, so I do that as well. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't call myself an artist, but because that's very important, I think, to keep making. Even if sometimes I feel stuck, like I don't know what I'm making, but at least try and make something to get my mind thinking. And so that's brilliant. That's an important kind of habit as well. But like I said earlier, sometimes there's a lot of admin stuff that needs to be done, so sometimes I just do that all day because it needs doing. So it really depends on the situation. Because again, I might have things like exhibitions or shows I need to prepare for, and that's quite a big undertaking. And there's like another daily habit, thinking about new ideas. So I like to keep my mind kind of forward thinking about new artworks I could potentially create. That's very important. And another daily habit is exercise, and I still need to improve on that. I try to do some like running in the morning or go for a walk, but I think what I definitely realised is that I think doing this kind of thing made me realise that I need to always have a lot of energy to keep doing all this stuff, like admin, computer stuff, making art, thinking about art, promoting applications. So I realised you need a lot of energy, and I realised how important doing exercise is, because without that, I think it could be quite easy for my health to just completely deteriorate. So what are my values during this kind of lifestyle, or engaged in this kind of artistic lifestyle? What are my values? And I think number one for me is enjoyment, because I just realised that life is so short, and I've realised this especially from this pandemic time, that life is short. And I also realised it from personal experiences of family members passing away and witnessing that, and I just realised that life is just really short. And I think if I was going to look back at my life when I get towards the end, I like to think that I enjoyed this life. Maybe not enjoyed all of it, because there's some parts of life that can be quite challenging, but at least have that mindset where this is my life. I only live it once on this planet, and I should make the most out of it, and I should try and have some fun and enjoy it, because as far as I'm aware of, this is the only life I have. And I think that's why I just don't understand why we have so much like hate, so much like war going on in this world. If people just woke up and just understand that we're all humans sharing this planet and we only have one life on this planet, then maybe the world will be a bit different place. So that is number one for me, is enjoyment. And then another thing is exploring possibilities. I think for me, as a human being, obviously, am I human? I need to explore my potential, because I have a brain and I should try and use this thing to explore new ideas, to explore ideas to translate through to art. And otherwise, why do we have this thing? What's the point of having a brain? The ability to think, generate ideas, if we don't use it. And that goes on to my next value, is learning. I always want to keep learning, updating, upgrading myself, and keep improving. And then creating the best work I can. So I always, I think for me personally, I always want to create something that I am pleased with, I'm satisfied with, because I want that to go out into the world, and I don't want to put anything kind of lesser into the world, if that makes sense. So I'm always looking to create work of my highest ability, But then obviously you just saw those pieces back there that were broken, which is a bit annoying. And that's true, sometimes I make mistakes and I try and learn from those mistakes. And but it's always my intention when I set out to create a piece of art that it's an artwork that I admire and that I want to see in the world. And then there's trying to be professional. Because this is not something that I just do as a hobby. I would like it to, obviously it's not 100% sustaining me, but I treat it as a profession, as something that I'm serious about, even though it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like work. Even though sometimes I have to think, this is not work, I enjoy it too much. But I do try and treat it I do try and be professional about it and try and present myself, my art in a professional way. Obviously it's art, there's going to be some level of maybe some level of kind of entertainment, and then some level of truth, and then some level of maybe dreamlike qualities to it. But the goal is to be serious about it, So that's another value. And then another value is free thinking. I'm always want to explore new ideas, and I'm not afraid to I don't want to limit myself. And I want to put new experiences into the world, and I don't mind just kind of stepping out from the crowd, or stepping out of the kind of normality of things. I think it's good to challenge people's perception, I guess, because you think about it, everything's just based on ideas in this world. And then people have just got used to it because it's become normal in their lives. But could you imagine being born into a world where everything was completely different from this world, but you would think it's normal because you were born and raised and you grew up in it. But if someone from this world went to that world, which was completely different, they'll be like, "Oh, what's this world? It's really weird. It's not like my world. It's really unusual." But the people born there and living there would be like, "Oh, what are you talking about? This is just normal." so I like, said that in, using that as a kind of metaphor, I like to keep myself open-minded. Another value is independent lifestyle. I like to keep myself, I like to aspire to be independent. I think that's really important, because that allows me the opportunities to keep doing what I'm doing. So having an independent lifestyle, it's not fully independent, but at least aspiring to it is a value of mine. And then creating my own reality, and that's pretty much what I do all the time, just creating my art, creating my own visions of what is real, so-called what is real. And because it's funny, the more I create these things, the more it becomes real, if that makes any sense. And I think that just goes in general for a lot of things in this world. It's like, maybe that's the thing, is we are bound by these kind of constructs of this so-called human construction that we live in, but at the same time we can create new realities and new ways of living. So I like to create my own reality. Yeah, and then finally, I like to put new ideas into the world to give you new experiences, thinking, and enjoyment. So a combination of all those different things. Those are my values as an abstract artist, or as an artist. And those are my kind of brief introduction into daily habits. So anyway, I probably went off on one a bit there actually. But I don't know, it's pretty deep stuff, because I think that is really central to why I do this and why I create art. Sometimes I think I'm just really weird. Yeah, maybe I'm just really strange, and sometimes I feel like, oh yeah, I don't belong. But I don't know. I think the more I think about it, the more I realise that we just create our own reality. And it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're a doctor, whether you're an engineer, whether you're a scientist, whether you're a teacher. Everyone creates their own reality. Everyone manifests or brings out the perception, the experiences of the world, and puts it out in front of them, and then creates their own world. And that's pretty much what I'm doing here. And that's pretty much why I have these values. So anyway, yeah, that's a wrap for this video. I mean, what do you think? What is your outlook on life? What is your, I don't know, maybe that's too personal, but what is your, let's just say that. What is your outlook on life? Do you think as humans we create our own reality, or do you think, or do you think it's something else? It'd be good to know your thoughts about this video. But anyway, that's our wrap for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, feel free to like the video, and you're welcome to check out my Patreon channel, and I'll put the link in the description below, and you'll have access to exclusive content and merchandise, and you'll get to see these videos before they officially go live or public on Harman Art TV. So you're welcome to check that out. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.